Welcome students. Now we want to see the conventions for the use of SI unit or rules for the use of SI unit, means how to write the SI unit. So you want to see that. In that, the first rule is the unit of every physical quantity should be represented its symbol. It means that if we want to write down the unit of any physical quantity, for example force, right? If we want to write down the unit of the force, then we want to use the symbol. Suppose here if we want to write down the 10 newtons of the force, then here we want to write down magnitude and the symbol of the unit. Here the symbol of the Newton is simply capital N. Or second one, suppose this is the first one, this will be the second one. Suppose there if we want to write down the distance, their distance is suppose there 5 meter, then we want to write down simply 5m. Here m stands for their meter. Right? Now this will be the first rule of to write down the SI unit. Now we want to see the second one. The full name of a unit, what happened? The full name of the unit always starts with the smaller letter, even if the name is after the person. If we want to write down the unit, and suppose this will be the name of the scientist, and if we want to write down in full form, then at that time we want to write down that unit in small letters only. Now this is the first rule. Now the second one. Suppose here if we want to write down the force, right? So the unit is there. Suppose if we want to write down in full form, then we want to write down in small letters, that is Newton. Again, if we want to write down, suppose their energy. So the unit of energy is there. What we get there? Joule. Suppose that if we want to write down that joule in full form, because of joule is the name of the scientist. Suppose that if we want to write down the 5 joule, then we want to write down there in this way, 5 joule. Because of here, Newton and Joule is the name of the scientist. If we want to write down the name of that person in full form, right, in the unit, then we want to write down that unit is just like this one, that is the 10 Newton and there 5 Joule. Right, so this is the first one. Again, if we want to write down the same unit but in symbolically form, then at that time you want to write down the capital letter. Which one? That is, suppose if we want to write down this 10 Newton instead of 10 Newton full form, so we want to write down only symbol, then simply write down the 10 Newton. Right? If we want to write down the 5 Joule, then simply want to write down the 5 J. J means there Joule. Right? In full form, you want to write down in small letter. Only in symbol, you want to write down in capital letter. Right? If for that unit, the name of the scientist is given. So this will be the second rule. Now, third one. Symbols for unit do not take plural form. See here what happened? Symbols for units do not take the plural form. For example, force. Suppose if we want to write down the force, if we want to write down the force of 20 newtons, then we write that 20 Newton is just like this one. Not the 20 newtons. Don't write as the, right? It means that this is the plural form. Now here we want to write down that unit in singular forms only. That is the 20 Newton, not the 20 Newtons. So this will be the correct and now this will be the incorrect. Again, Second one, suppose there if we want to write down there, suppose there 20 meters. 20 meters we write down there simply 20 meter, not the 20 meters. Right? Now this will be the wrong one. Now this will be the correct one. It means that we want to write down that unit in singular form, not in the plural form. Right? Again, this will be the one of the rules of to write down the SI unit. Now, we want to see the next one, that is the fourth rule. The symbols for the unit do not contain any full stops at the end of the recommended letter. It means that don't write the, or don't give the full stop after the unit. For example, suppose here if we want to write down the 20 kg, then we write simply the 20 kg and not the 20 kg and their full stop. So this will be the wrong, and now this will be the correct one. If we want to write down that 20 kg, then we write that 20 kg in this way, not the 20 kg and full stop. It means that don't give the full stop after the symbols of the unit. Right? Again, this will be the one of the rules for the to write down the SI unit. Now, next one, that is the fifth one. The unit of physical quantities, the units of physical quantity in numerator and denominator should be written in one ratio. Only we want to write down that number of quantities only in only one ratio, not more than one ratio. Right? For example, suppose there if we want to write down their acceleration. Right? Acceleration, unit of acceleration is what we get there, meter per second square, in this way. Or we write this unit meter then second minus 2 in this way. It means that you want to give the space in between these two symbols. But don't write in this way, that is meter per second per second. Right? So this will be the wrong one, and now this will be the correct one. It means that we want to write down that ratio only once, not in repeated form. Right? So that's why this will be the wrong one, and now this will be the correct one. Right? Again, this will be the one of the rules for to write down the SI unit. Now, next one. The use of combination of units and symbol for units is avoided. It means that we cannot be write the combinations of symbols and full form. Right? If we want to write down the number of now their symbols in a single for a single physical quantity, then we want to write down that only in symbolically form, not in full form. For example, suppose there if we want to write down their unit is there joule per kg, joule per kg Kelvin. So we write in this way, not the which one, joule, then kg, and then K. So this will be the wrong one, this will be the correct one. Right? If we want to write down the combinations of the different units, then we write here only in symbolically form. That is joule per kg Kelvin. Right? Or again we write down this one, joule, kg, and now this will be the Kelvin. In this way we write, but this will be the wrong method, because of here we take the combination of full form and symbols. Right? That's why this will be the correct one, and now this will be the wrong one. Again, this will be the one of the rules for to write down the SI unit. Now, next one. A prefix symbol is used before the symbols of unit. It means that if we want to write down the prefix, then we want to write down before the units, just like the multiplier. So thus, the prefix symbol and unit symbol constitute a new symbol for the unit which can be raised to positive or negative power of 10. Right? It means that suppose there, if we want to write down there, if we want to write down the 1 millisecond, then we write down that, see here 1 millisecond. Don't give the space in between this one. So this will be the prefix, right? Here milli stands for there 1 millisecond, right? Means 1 milli stands for there 10 raised to minus 3 seconds. 1 millisecond is nothing but the 10 raised to minus 3 seconds. It is not the meter second, it is the millisecond. In between these two, if their space is present, then this will be the meter second. But if their space is not present in between the two symbols, then now this will be the milli, that is millisecond. Suppose that if we want to write down 1 microsecond, then we use the mu into the s, that is 1 microsecond. So what you get there? 1 microsecond, right? Which is written as, micro stands for there 10 raised to 6, and now this second is as it is. Right? Again here, if you want to write down the nanosecond, 1 nanosecond means there, what you get there? 1 nanosecond means what you get there? 10 raised to minus 9 seconds. Nano stands for the 10 raised to minus 9. Micro stands for the 10 raised to minus 6, and milli stands for the 10 raised to minus 3. Now this is the prefix. Right? We write in the form of power of 10, whether it is positive or negative. Sometimes we write down there, now there mega second, 1 mega. For mega, we write down there capital M. So this will be the mega. Right? So what you get there? 1 mega second. Right? So which is written as 10 raised to 6 seconds. Here capital N stands for there 10 raised to plus 6, not the minus. Here minus means there micro. For micro we get the minus 6, and for mega we get the plus 6. Right? In this way we write down the prefix. Again, in that, when we use the double prefix is avoided. It means that when we write the unit, then their double prefixes is avoided when, suppose that if we want to write down the 10 raised to minus 6 seconds, then don't write this 10 raised to minus second here, right? So this one cannot be right there 1 millisecond. Milli means there 10 raised to minus 3, 10 raised to minus 3. So what to get there? 10 raised to minus 3. But don't write in this way. So you want to write down simply micro. Right? Again, this nano which also cannot be split. It means that we cannot be right here 1, now there milli into the microsecond. So again this will be the wrong one. Don't use the two prefix at a time. Only you use the only one prefix. Right? Nano means that 10 raised to minus 3. Don't write in this way. So this will be the wrong one, and now this will be the correct one. Right? So this will be the rules of to write down the SI. We want to see the last rule of to write down the SI unit. Here rule is the space or hyphen must be introduced while indicating multiplication of two units. For example, suppose that if we want to write down the unit of velocity, then that unit is written as meter per second. And it should be written as, what we get there, meter per second. Here, in between these two symbols, that is meter and second, here we give the space. Or it should be written as meter, then dash, you want to write down the per second. That is meter per second. But it cannot be written as, not written as which one? That is meter per second. Here we cannot be write this unit just like this one, because of here there is no space or hyphen in between these two symbols. So that's why the meaning of this symbol is milli per second. Here the meaning of the symbol is milli per second, not the meter per second. So that's why if we want to write down two or more symbols at a time in that unit, then we want to give the space or hyphen in between the two symbols. This is about the rules of to write down the SI unit.